on honey label. No alerts about the sugar content as a regulator recognize honey as a sweetener. Canada's beekeepers are expressing relief after Health Canada last week exempted honey from proposed new mandatory rules for the nutritional food packaging labels. We have Fatima Nabawi, the Health Canada expert on honey, with us today to discuss about this subject. So let's talk about this subject. A new regulation is all about the choosing health product, food. But however, the product naturally has a high level of the sodium and sugar. Will be would expecting honey be any help? My mean is the sugar is the honey is the sugar, exactly?
Well, yes. Honey is sugar and it's not. Well, honey is not only sugar because even though it is high in fructose, I'd say that it's a blend of sugar, trace enzymes, minerals, vitamins, and nonetheless to say that it has amino acids, antibacterial, antifungal, and antioxidant properties. So we should not forget the fact that honey is not only sugar, it's also all these beneficial stuff as well. To my view, categorizing honey with a simple sugar is just very simple, and it's not beneficial to the public health because it's not the best decision. Like, you're overshadowing the benefits proven for honey. And I should mention that considering that honey is actually a lot sweeter, with the same calories of a simple sugar, which means it'll be used half of simple sugar, aside from the fact it's also very beneficial.
Is not the more of a policy of the price level, the Canada Honey Council proposed warning label would scare consumer away from the honey because of its high sugar. And I know that sugar is not good for the diabetes people. And cause several harm to industry. Is this a lobby process?
Okay. For answering this question, we have to take a look at the statistical analysis that is done by the Government of Canada. I brought some charts, as you can see, which we need to predict the aftermath of labeling, this decision on the trade balance, total value of honey.
Sorry, I disrupt you. Your answer is yes, right?
Okay, well, yes and no, because a huge part of a regulatory system is basically looking at the statistical analysis, the trade balance, economical aspect of regulation. It's just not looking at what the decision has for individuals' health. It's also looking how we're impacting individuals' lives economically, socially, culturally as well. Just looking at a statistical analysis, which is done by Government of Canada, Canada has over 10,500 beekeepers, which is actually 7,000 times more than 5 years ago. And also the number of bee colonies is around 790,000 right now, which is an increase of 20,000 per year. So 2 points I think should not be forgotten in this case. One is that we should not, as regulators, overshadow the health benefits of honey. And again, we have to look at this regulation as a wholesome regulation, looking at different aspects instead of looking just what's going on with industry, what's going on with public health. So all of these should be combined and make this decision for exemption of honey.
So we also have a Twitter by a user which was against Canadian Honey Council has sent lobbies to Health Canada to be exempted from the new labeling. Health Canada should be ashamed of the calling itself Health Canada. But what is your how would you respond to this opinion?
Well, I mean, okay. I personally disagree with the view of this citizen. I think, but I also understand where the concern is coming from. The government concern for public health is obviously the main priority. And so Health Canada is essentially committed to working in collaboration with like different institutions, different companies, industry, to empower Canadians to choose a healthier option and a better option for themselves. I am by no means saying that the lobbies and the lobbying is not part of the process, but I'm saying that we're considering every aspect of this regulation, analyzing it, the population statistics, health statistics, effect of them, and I think the priority of Health Canada in this case was not to overshadow the great health benefits that are proven of honey. I don't feel like this change will have beneficial aspects in the future, and this will eventually encourage consumers to basically look closely at what they're buying, what is in the product. I mean, in a lot of cases, we don't even take a look at the date of expiry of what we buy, right? Because we're so reliant on Health Canada's decisions. So, I mean, this trust exists. So, why Health Canada not respond? So, this whole labeling comes from the fact that a lot of Canadian population trust Health Canada completely, and we're taking parts in that. I mean, also, I mean, but looking at closely, this exemption was not about that honey's not high in sugar. It's more about the beneficial aspects of honey. And also, like, I personally 100% sure that sometimes it's more about initiating an action than doing it perfectly at the start, because we want the consumers eventually to choose healthier options themselves than us dealing with lobbies from food industry, right? So that's the whole case.
The Canadian Public Health Association called the labor policy an important step to protect Canadian health. Thank you for being with us today.